You don't always know when it happens, but there's a moment, somewhere between the chaos of the traffic, the quiet of the temple bells, and the rhythm of the ocean. You stop feeling like a tourist. I thought I'd seen Sanur, then unexpectedly I turned down the wrong alley and ended up in a rice field. And somehow, that moment changed everything.
How do you find the real Bali? Well, today I'm just going to start in a real market. We're going to meet the locals and we're going to see what living in Bali is really like. It's 7 a.m. in the morning. I'm at Pasar Interan and I want to see what local life is like at the markets.
I came to Sanur, a place people told me was too quiet, too slow. But it turns out that's exactly why I'm still here.
Interan is the main market in the back of Sanur on the west of the bypass. A lot more busier than Sindhu. A lot more produce, a lot more clothes, a lot more local.
The mornings aren't spectacular, but they feel real. You get up with the sun. No rush, no agenda. It's like the world here reminds you that you don't have to have everything figured out yet, that just showing up is enough. Here it's the little things, watching the vendors set up,
How are you today?
exchanging a few awkward words in Bahasa Indonesian, and realising the world doesn't stop when you make mistakes. It moves on slowly enough to give you time just to catch up.
Been recommended this area of the market to get my fruit and vegetables. So I'm going to try and make a sambal mata. So I'm going to ask I think I know what the ingredients are, but I'm going to check just to make sure. I want to make a sambal mata. I want to make my own sambal mata. So I think I need shallots, 10 chilies.
10 chili.
Yeah, I think about 10 for...
10.
Which ones are the best for sambal mata? Red? Or the smaller ones? Bird's eye? This type? Yeah. So if I can get about 10 of them?
10 pieces. 10.
10,
Okay.
yeah. What's 10? Semblin?
Num.
Num. And
Tus. That's so.
yeah, thank you. One garlic.
Garlic.
And can I get a little handful of shallots? Just, enough to go with sambal mata.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, sambal mata.
Yeah.
This one.
Yeah, lemongrass?
Yeah,
What do you call
sambal
lemongrass?
Okay, sambal mata.
Sambal mata.
This
Yeah.
one, no. Okay, sambal
Okay.
mata.
That's and kaffir lime?
And a lemon.
Yeah, just a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, I think that's everything.
And then?
I think
Full
that's
sambal
it.
mata.
Yeah, that's full sambal mata. So that's,
Oil,
yeah, oil,
Oil Bali.
little bit at the end. Yeah. Okay, sounds great. I'll try it. Just see what else do I want. The water spinach. Spinach.
Here, spin it. Here. It's kangkung.
Kangkung. This one.
Yes.
Okay, I get some kangkung. Thank you.
Kangkung lombok.
And that just stir fry.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I think that'll do for today.
Okay.
Thank you. I'll make it. I'll bring you some back.
Okay, 12 ul. 12 ul.
Okay. I'm sorry.
Okay, no problem.
Thank you.
Okay,
Thank you.
member.
Terima kasih. Komang and Wayang.
Wayang.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Well, that's the experiences you get here in Sanur, in Bali. Come to the markets, talk to people, just get immersed in the local culture. So I'm just going to try and find some eggs, which right in front of me. Paggy, do you mind if I film? Okay. We're just going to look for some eggs. I just need 10 eggs. 10. Thank you. Just normal eggs, whichever you think is best, yeah. Telur, isn't it?
Telur.
Telur.
Indonesian telur.
Telong. Telur. Ah, thank you. How much is that?
20,000.
20? There we go.
Stay here.
Yes. Yeah. Only new. Yeah. So, learning market. Thank you very much. Thank you. Terima kasih. Even when you're at the Pasar, the local market, you get to the outside, you walk around the side streets, and you become even more immersed in that local culture, the sights, the sounds, the smells of what is real Bali. I think it's absolutely fantastic. This is the part, you know, get away from the hotels, get away from the accommodation, get into the back streets, see real Bali.
It wasn't on my map. No one told me to go there. I was just trying to get home from the market, and suddenly, there I was, in the middle of something so simple. And maybe that's the metaphor. You keep chasing the big answers, but the good stuff's been sitting behind the wall all along. You just had to turn down the right, or in this case, the wrong lane.
Have you ever just ended up somewhere unexpectedly, you didn't mean to take that corner, and then it's just wow. Like, I'm not in Ubud, I'm not up at Teglalang, I'm not at Cinnamon. I'm in between Renon in Denpasar and Sanur. I'm speechless, like, to find still rice paddies, still people working the crops. These are the bits I love about Bali. Just going to go walk out. Hopefully the locals don't mind. I'll ask them if I can film and we'll go from there. Permisi? Okay, thank you.
I thought I needed to make it today. Make something perfect. Get that shot. Capture the content. Be a YouTuber. But then I stopped. I realised something in this moment. Maybe it's not about doing. Maybe Bali and Sanur is about being. What I didn't realise was how quickly Bali would slip into my bones. How the silence would make me start to notice the noise inside me. And it's there, in the stillness, that Bali starts to change you.
May I take a close one?
Thank you.
Thank you. Selamat pagi.
Selamat pagi.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Selamat
How long does it take you to plant all this? 2 days? 1 day? Long time. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Yeah.
Well, I just got out of the water. I was somewhat dry. I'm still looking down because I'm going back in. I noticed there's a spear fisherman coming down what I'd call a gully, heading down probably back up towards the Amphibia area. And I've seen him before, and he normally comes in every afternoon with a catch, and he takes it up to Amphibia. So I think you can pretty much guarantee the Warung Amphibia on the beach up here at Sindhu has some pretty fresh fish. So I thought as he came in, I'd wade out, see if I can meet him halfway and see what he's caught today. Because I think, whoops, I think he actually gets some quite big fish, because he actually goes diving on the other side of the reef, down deep, knows what he's doing. I'm looking down because there's ups and downs here. Let's go see what he caught. Do you mind if I film? Yeah. Did you catch much today? You go on the other side of the reef? Yeah. I often see you come into Amphibia. Yeah. Freshest fish? I see it because I normally sit up at Amphibia, and I see you come in every afternoon. Yeah. Good catch.
Yeah.
What's the main fish you catch out there? That's usually the same type? Just,
Name?
what do you call that?
Yeah.
What do you call that fish?
Trevally.
Trevally?
Yeah,
Okay.
trevally.
So that's how you mainly catch trevally out there?
Yeah.
Yeah. Sometimes I see you come with big ones, big tuna? Nah, okay.
Big, no, 5 kilo. Yeah.
5 kilos, so that's good size?
Yeah.
5 kilos, good size for you. Okay.
Okay.
I'll have to come up to Amphibia.
Yeah.
Thank you, bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
There you go. There you go. Another moment in Bali. I love it. So, if you do want some fresh seafood, Amphibia on the waterfront, a couple of people have said, yeah, don't do Bali Icon again, get back into the Warungs. So I think I should go have a meal at Warung Amphibia, see what the fresh fish is like, maybe next week. So I thought I'd finish up the day. I was walking down the beach, and I noticed these fishermen out there all the time. They seem to go out with the tide and then chase the fish out to the low tide to the reef, and then they start walking back in as the tide goes in. I really just wanted to see what they do, so got the booties on. Well, I've actually got my sandals on, but left my booties at home. So I'm just going to walk out, wade out, maybe get a little bit wet. That's why you'll notice I've got the, no lapel, but I've got the mic up the top. I want to go out and see what these guys are doing out there. So I'm just going to keep filming. There's also a bit of rain coming down. And that seems to be the thing I've done this week, is pick the rain. But it looks pretty shallow. Just got to watch the trip hazards. So far on this little adventure of YouTube, I've crashed a drone into a waterfall, got it repaired. Just watching my step here. I've had a GoPro, I was diving, I hit 30 meters and it decided it didn't want to play anymore, and I had like a white milky acid versus salt water soup in my housing. So this time I'm going to try and keep this camera above the water. But it's about waist height, it's not too bad. I can't give you that third person view. Just going, there's a lot of weed here. See if I can show you. So yeah, it's pretty weedy, but it goes up and it goes down. Where I am at the moment, you can see behind me, Bali Beach Hotel, and I've come out just near Tootsie's, Lutu's, that cafe area at the north of Sanur. So I'm out near where the flags are, where you see the boats, the Jukung, normally go through. Starting to see a couple of fishermen now. There's a guy here with a net, doing a bit of net fishing. Okay, a bit of a hole here. I think this is what the fishermen do. They come into these holy areas, follow the tide out, and then fish what's, you know, hopefully there's a larger fish or fish that are still in these hollows. I get the theory, but they're out here every day, probably on 2 tides. Hello.
Hello, how are you?
Very good. You're netting, are you?
Get small fish.
Small fish? So you've got one there?
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you do it every day?
No, sometimes.
Just sometimes.
When low tide,
So high tide out to low tide?
low
Yeah.
tide, I do like
Yeah.
this.
And then it's just a matter of luck. Yeah. Good luck.
Okay,
Dinner, yep. So that's to feed the family?
sorry?
Just to feed the family?
Yes.
Do you sell any extra?
Yeah.
Okay.
When get many,
Yeah.
but now it's very little. I can't sell only for
Okay. And this is your net here that goes around?
no. I don't
Okay. Yeah. And there's one here as well. So there you go. Small net fisherman aims to catch enough for family dinner, and anything that's left over, try and sell to the market. Or the neighbours or whoever else I suppose buys it. It is very up and down, so I can see why they are out here. You have these little bommies that you go up over covered in seaweed. So you go into these little gullies, which I'm down to a bit of a deep one right now. So this is just waist deep. Just had that thought, is my wallet in my pocket? But no, it's not. Now we're getting further out to the break and the reef, where you can see the fishermen out there. They seem to be at knee height, so I don't think it's going to be a problem for me. Couple of waves, just small ones. I can see a bit of rain coming over a gung, well you can't see a gung now, on the Chandidasa coastline. So this might be a quick journey, but I really want to get out here and just see and just show people, yeah, this is what these people do. This is daily life. This is the life of Balinese. So there's the flag. So if you're normally at Sanur, you see where the two flags are, that the Jukung and any other boat goes through to get into the reef on that northern end near Bali Icon. So right, just go up the hill again. Okay, this is a bit of a deep part here, so I'm just going to stop talking for a second because I can see it makes its way up the other side. But I don't want to do the Samsung swim. So I've probably just walked through the channel that the boats go through, 'cause that's why it got a bit deeper, I think. But I can see in front of me the fishermen. Okay, this is the deepest bit I'm bit. It's a bit chest height now. It's a bit chest height now. But once again, heading back up, not too bad. So I've got the fishermen in behind me now, and I'm definitely getting a bit higher up. This is about knee height now. Just a bit rocky out here. No coral or anything, you're not walking on coral, it's just really much bald rocks in this section. I do a fair bit of diving, and the last thing I want to do is walking over a live reef. But this looks like it's all, in reality, not much here at all. There is some growth, but it's mainly rocks. So here we are, got the guys out fishing, aiming for small fish, probably hoping for that one elusive big one. Catching anything?
What?
Caught anything?
I'm studying.
Not yet, just little. Well, I'd stay here to see if they're catching anything, but the tide is starting to come in. It's been interesting to see what's really happening out here. But I think I might turn around. These waves, there's a bit of chop starting to come up, and I don't want to get caught out here at high tide. These guys know the way back in. Thank you. Okay, let's turn around. Let's make the trip back in. But I will leave the camera on and the mic on just for that stupid moment in case I do fall. It's not too bad, it's just rocks and it's ups and downs. Not too far back into the beach, but you can tell the tide is coming in, the waves are picking up. See one coming in behind me, they're only little things. But there's always that one wave that I don't want to find today. So I hope you enjoyed this episode today. Next week, more in Sanur. I also want to go a little bit north. There's some temples on the north side of the beach area that I'm going to visit. Have a look at that. A little bit behind that, a little bit more in the west. Just try and find something different in Bali and Sanur. So here's another one of those drop-offs, so I'm just going to walk down into it. Not sure what the depth is. Put the hand above the head. Nah, that's not too bad. There's a lot of grass out here. A lot of seaweed. I suppose that's probably why a few of the turtles come in and lay on the beach. Maybe they've been out on the grass beds. You'd like to think so. I'm not sure what's on the other side of the reef. Hopefully there's a lot more out there and the current that heads around up the coast, Chandidasa and around to Lombok. I thought the tide was coming back in, but I think I'm actually pushing against the end of the last of the low tide. Yeah, I definitely am. So here you can see that seaweed bed. Sprinkles of rain on the water. I think you're catching bigger fish. They're just getting little ones out there. Where? Out there, yeah. Yeah, just little ones about that big. Yeah. Nah, not many. It doesn't seem like it. What about you? Have you got many? Nah. Maybe later.
Very little.
Yeah.
Okay, for dinner.
Every day different.
Yes.
Yeah. So we made it in and out. Was it worth it? I think every day's worth it. Just doing that little bit different. As I'm coming back in, another thing you see all the time, lots of locals swimming, washing, bathing. I'm not going to film them, but Sindhu Beach has always got lots of people in it, especially of an afternoon, enjoying the beach life with their families.
And maybe that's the secret no one posts about. That travel isn't about crossing places off a list. It's about letting a place cross into you.